Okay, so in this video, what I wanted to talk about and break down is what do we mean, people like me that are always talking about a mission and a cause and a higher purpose, and you need to find your calling and all this sort of stuff, and that's what this life is about. Okay, we are only speaking from our own experience, so we want to help translate to you for those of you who maybe don't know what the hell you're doing here and what's going on and what is this all about, and you don't believe in God and is there a God and all this. Okay, so I am not going to come from the perspective of organized religion necessarily, okay? We're going to just pretend you're not sure, you don't know, okay? So whatever, but okay, we're talking about that. But I'm also going to talk from my personal space of I believe in oneness. I believe in source. I believe in life's connections, but not necessarily just one God, purpose, higher being, Jesus, okay? Even though I might use the word God. Okay, so I have always known that I have a mission, higher calling, all of that sort of stuff from a young age, and it had to do with empowerment, right? Helping empower others. And it's gone from teenagers to women in domestic violence to now first responders, kind of been all over the place, but it has to do with empowerment, okay? So I can help you find out what your mission is if you want to ask me. That's what coaching is helpful for. I can help guide you through that. But okay, so you will see in your life and hear other personal stories about people talking about this sort of thing. And you don't have to, it doesn't necessarily have to be equated to God has a plan and that sort of language that we've heard forever. Okay, so with me, I know source, I know oneness, I know as life has showed me in the puzzle of my life, walking the path, what I'm here to do. But I don't, what's the word? I am my own guidance system, and then life will show me, hey, am I doing this? Am I doing good? Is this where I'm supposed to be? And then life will continuously bring to me, okay? So yeah, if I want, sometimes I say God, sometimes I say source, sometimes I say universe. Okay, whatever you want to believe. But yes, everyone has one, a mission or a calling, but not everyone finds it. Okay? And so that's what I want to say and kind of explain that personal empowerment, this whole path in the walk of the soul's journey, is this, yes, achieving and accomplishing, right? That's part of it. Living the life that you want, not one defined by others, right? And authority figures and all these people, teachers, all these different people telling us the ways that they think we should live our life, okay? It's beyond that. It's actually not letting government, not letting authority, not letting these people control us and take away our rights, okay? I know it sounds really dramatic, but we've seen over the last couple of years these different things that have come into when it comes to our government affecting us and our rights. So I'm not making this up, okay? So that's why I talk a lot about first responders and veterans. That's the one thing that unites us, because I think we can all agree on that, them, helping take care of us, or the different things of way that they have served. That's why I bring this up. So this is all sorts of things that I could go on and on about, from being asked in our tradition, these certain things that we can say, no, I'm not giving you my social security number. Can you ID me in a different way? No, I'm not going to give you my email address. You don't need it. Like, I don't want to do that. Making purchases. I mean, it could be as little or as big as you want. And culture, I've talked about this before, and I could go so deep into these certain things, that these traditions, if you want to call them, or just the ways that they have been doing things that we just continue to do instead of saying, no, I'm not going to. And I think I'm going to close with this part of saying that, again, before I learned self-defense skills and speak-up skills, I may have thought about a lot of ways, okay, I want to help out there to help facilitate change, but I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't have the words, I didn't have the balls, I didn't, whatever you want to call it. But just for the example of school shootings, that I've brought up before, really, with the vice principal at our daughter's school, and just asking, why, like, can we have a monthly meeting to discuss this, how to prevent, because we don't have locked gates. And the response was, it's hard enough to even get parents to come to meetings at all. Are you saying that parents are not going to come to a meeting if we're going to talk about how to prevent school shootings? Like, really? Are you serious? That's like another reason to homeschool, which we are still doing right now at this point. So the mission, the cause, the higher purpose, and what we mean, leave it better than how we found it. This is an example, okay? Personal empowerment, not letting others govern or control us, not take away rights. This is an example of what I mean. And it's a very serious subject, school shootings, okay? So maybe there is something that touches your heart that is dear to you, that you can kind of relate to what I'm talking about. It sounds like what I'm talking about, like, why is it important? Who cares? Do I really need to find my mission? Do I really need to find my calling? Like, what does that have to do with anything? I'm just trying to roll through life and retire. Like, which is another thing, just another topic into itself. But hopefully I broke it down to you, is that it's not just school shootings, it's all sorts of things, okay? And we could just go into, things. Why are you putting certain chemicals in our food, in our skincare that is potentially toxic? Now I see all this stuff in like formaldehyde in furniture, which, okay, maybe you're going to put the warning label on it now, and maybe it doesn't matter unless it's around heat and you're like breathing in the fumes. But like, why are you putting it in there when the recommendation is just to buy solid wood? Like, if you know that's going to hurt people, why are you doing that? I'm sure somebody else has the answer for that. But if previously it wasn't used, why are you doing it now? Is it, even if the reason is because it's cheaper, but that it can hurt us and it can be toxic? Like, things that just don't make sense. And again, I know that was a lot of information, but I wanted to help explain is that why find your mission, your calling, your higher purpose. There's so many different things out there, and each one of us has a unique gift to offer and give back and share, even if it is just personal insight. But you can see how there's hundreds of different issues out there aside from school shootings and toxic chemicals and all of these sorts of things. We could go, and I could think of a list of all the things that I've always thought, but my first thing growing up, I always had noticed the chemicals in food. Okay, so I hope that provided some insight. Let me know if you need help with anything, and if you just want to know more about this. Otherwise, I'll check you in the next video. Bye.